Justice for a pregnant Denver woman did not come quickly. Kelsie Schelling disappeared 8 years ago.
She's never been found, and today her boyfriend was convicted of murdering her, and Donthe Lucas was sentenced to life in prison.
Liz Gilardi's been following this case and talking with Schelling's family for years now, and tonight she shares their reaction.
She was just so full of life, and I just missed everything about her.
Laura Saxton spent 8 years fighting for her daughter, fighting for justice for Kelsie Schelling. But time didn't dampen the shock of a guilty verdict.
I'm sorry, right now I just honestly don't know what to say.
On February 4th, 2013, Schelling drove from Denver to Pueblo to visit her boyfriend, Donthe Lucas. She was 8 weeks pregnant. Her first doctor's appointment was earlier that day, where she saw an ultrasound image of the baby. She made it to Pueblo, but what happened next remained a mystery.
It was pretty apparent that he tried to prevent her from going to the doctor.
During that interview with her mom in 2017, Lucas was only considered a person of interest. He was charged with first-degree murder later that year.
I will just say that justice was served today.
Justice took time, but the verdict was quick, with deliberations lasting only a few hours. Even without a body, evidence presented in court was enough for a conviction. The prosecution painted a picture of a troubled relationship with a history of domestic violence.
I think that the evidence was so compelling of the domestic violence relationship between Kelsie and Donthe, and the jury heard essentially 2 weeks of that evidence.
Cell phone records and surveillance video also proved to be critical. Videos show him driving her car at multiple locations around Pueblo, like the Walmart where they were supposed to meet, and a bank where he used her debit card to take out $400.
There were times I thought we would never get to trial. That's how dire things seemed. But I just didn't want to give up. I couldn't give up on Kelsie. I just couldn't.
And Saxton still isn't giving up. Although the guilty verdict is a victory, she wants a gravesite, a proper burial.
In the end, I didn't get Kelsie back. And that's what I wanted more than anything.
Schelling's mom says she's not quite sure what she's going to do next. She spent much of her time over the past 8 years as a fierce advocate for her daughter. And she's also been an advocate for all missing persons in Colorado and is responsible for an annual day to honor all of the missing in the state. In the newsroom tonight, I'm Liz Gilardi.